said, welcome to Monday's daily rebounder workout where we flex and we stretch and we pick up the heart rate, we nose breathe, and we bring health to every cell in our entire bodies. I've added this little fuzzy extra piece to my microphone, so I'm hoping that's going to make me louder. But anyway, I just wanted to let you know that in these classes, in case you are brand new, we do have a segment where we lay down, and so I have my pillow here. So make sure that you grab a pillow. You may also need a towel when we lay down. If you do have a cellular sizer rebounder, for example, we like to keep those springs as quiet as possible, which will take a little bit of oil, and so you may want to put a towel down. Otherwise, if you have a bungee rebounder like the Jump Sport rebounder that I have here, no need for a towel. A pillow though is really nice. And then we're going to do some sit bouncing and all the fun stuff that we do in these classes every day. Every day these classes are new and fun, and so we love to see you jumping in these classes live. And also, if you have a favorite, you're always welcome to stick with whatever class is the most fun for you and then jump into a new class and see, which ones are your favorites. But daily classes are great too, because then you never have to repeat the dialogue, and that's what the purpose of these classes are. We want you to have someone to jump instead with every day, and so and then you're learning as you go, and you get to hear new dialogue, and you just get to have like a new fresh experience every single day. So let's go ahead and get started. And welcome back for all of you regulars. I like to see my regulars here. As you know, immediately when we get on our rebounders, we use our handlebar here just to help us to tell where we are in space, because otherwise we might start to just get off balance, and really the magic is happening in the middle of our mat. And so, or as we move side to side, we're really bringing ourselves back to center, and having the handlebar here helps us to see where we are. And then we can also use it to lay our hands on, contract our core, and then stretch deeper, and also push in to our mats with more intensity. So that's why we use the handlebar. Let's go ahead and do some humming. So get into that normal wide posture where you feel like you're balanced without the support of your handlebar, and then feel free to have your hands on your handlebar. Let's go ahead and breathe in through our nose, keeping our mouth in good jaw posture, and hum. Take a breath in anytime you need. One more time. And relax. Relax your shoulders, but you're standing with excellent posture, and you're feeling this up and down motion massaging every cell in your entire body. Let's go ahead and do some Tai Chi twists. So you may need to widen your stance a little bit, and then you can freely move one hand along your handlebar and guide yourself into a twist. Now, immediately when I twist like this, I feel the stretch all the way down through my ankles and knees. And feel free to keep your head forward too, because you can stretch your neck by looking over your shoulder, and then just keep your body calm and relaxed. And you really are here to go into your flexibility. So feel your spine, feel your hips, and every bounce is putting you through this wave of flexibility. One more twist. Excellent. Let's go ahead and reach up with both hands. You are welcome to just do one hand at a time. And when you do, lift up through your chest, put a light squeeze in your back, and reach down. If you're doing one hand, let's switch arms. Up you go, lifting your spine and down. Perfect. Let's do two more, so one on each side, or two more with both hands, and down. Up we go, Getting into new areas each time. Perfect. Let's go ahead and hunch forward, stretching the upper back. And I love the support of my handlebar, especially with this move. And then let's roll the shoulders up and down and forward, up and back, I should say. And as we're feeling confident, we can put a little arch in our back, but we need to keep it easy because putting too much arch and then bouncing can hurt a little bit. So just keep it easy. You need to have a nice strong core. Perfect. Now let's go the other way. Perfect. Let's put one hand behind our head, push into our hand so that we stretch into our shoulder. And then twist and open up and just hold a spinal twist here and put yourself into that bouncing motion and then come back to center and switch hands. Open up. Your lips are tight together. Your jaw is closed and your breathing is light. Excellent. Let's do some wrist rotations here. Piano, fingers. And if you feel any point where there's a little tightness, just slow it down. Perfect. Let's come back the other direction. Excellent. Perfect. Let's put our hands all the way together here. Hold this position. You can even twist side to side if you want. And if you are not, you don't like letting go of the handlebar, I would rather you stretch without bouncing than just do one hand because you get so much more by pushing your hands together. And now let's go ahead and put our hands on our waist. And so you can do one hand or both hands at a time and bring that firmness into your arms. And let's go ahead and switch if we're doing one arm. Excellent. Let's go ahead and stop bouncing and get in our rainbow hips. So we're going to lean into the hip, come up on the balls of our feet. And I want you to be really poised by really stretching through your ankles and coming up high on your toes and even incorporating your head into it so that you're stretching through your neck. Slowly coming down, making you use the strength in your ankles and calves. Excellent, and bounce. Let's do some forward back, easy low back, loosening hip thrusts. Feel the lengthening in your core. Keep your core strong. Let's do some twisting here. So we're just going to side to side. Let go with one hand and let your arms swing behind you, opening up through your back. Keep your core strong. Perfect. Now let's switch sides. You are welcome to use both hands here, obviously. Guide with your core, with your obliques. Let's switch to hip twists. Point those knees out. So this would be with 2 mid bounces, 1, 2, 1, 2. You're also welcome to have more mid bounces. You can take it as slow as you want, and you're also welcome to pick it up. This would be 1 mid bounce, and then as you're feeling more energized, you are welcome to come up to no mid bounces. And know that when you do these moves, this move, you have an opportunity to not only stretch through your hips and your quads, but also get a little glute contraction with the standing leg. Perfect. And if you are going at a faster speed, you can find yourself in a rocking momentum through your shoulders, increasing flexibility in your upper body and your core, and offering you a little crunch opportunity here. Perfect. Just keep it easy. Let's do some calf raises. So we're going to come to a stop again and get into a nice position. And we're going to roll up and back and really just hold and flex through the calf raises, rolling up underneath the pinkies and then rolling a little bit more up through the big toes, underneath the big toes. And last one, full nice calf raise all the way up through all the toes and back and bounce. Point the feet out and give me a little glute squeeze. Keeping the breath calm. Notice how your weight can shift into the inner parts of your feet. So a little pronation where you're pushing underneath your big toe into your heels, inner heels, and that could shift how you activate your glutes. You also can roll your weight a little outward into the outer parts of your feet and see if that helps you to engage your glutes. You could come a little bit closer to your handlebar and then hold your handlebar while you lean more into your heels. See what works. There's always a lot of variations with these moves to help you to activate the certain muscle groups that we're after. 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Because let's go ahead and get into pushing here now into our resistance mat. Rebounding is a fascinating form of exercise. It still is intriguing for me every single day to explore more into what rebounding has to offer. And what I've come to conclude, one of the many things that I've come to conclude, we're strengthening our knees here. So push in through the flat feet. You're going from the balls of your feet down to your heels. It's a very natural, normal pushing back and forth. Use your leg muscles, strengthen those knees. Let's also point outward here too, all coming through the heels. What I notice is that through our regular, consistent jumping, our muscles and joints strengthen on their own timeline. And so let's come back to parallel. So what will happen is, today, depending on what's already strong in your body will adjust to work with those strengths that you have. And then let's come back to parallel again. Let's pick up the pace a little bit. So I just want us to walk a little bit faster. Keep nose breathing in your perfect mouth posture here and keep your core nice and strong. You really want to be pushing all the way through your core down into your mat. And if you need to, you can incorporate upper body, whether you're taking weight off your feet or you're actually grabbing an upper body squeeze. Just by holding the handlebar here, I have the opportunity to flex my lats and my back. All I'm doing, even my deltoids, all I'm doing is just holding strong up top and keeping my hands loose and then pushing back and forth. And at any point you need, take a break and pop up and then come back. So yeah, you can take weight off of, you could even at the very least bend over and put your hands, forearms on your handlebar and just walk lightly. Because if you're up on your rebounder moving, you're moving versus not on your rebounder moving. So anyway, let's keep going here. Just breathe as I just quickly tell you this story that I've discovered is as your body adapts to rebounding and your strengths begin to strengthen more and your weaknesses begin to strengthen, and then some days you work certain muscle groups and then the next other days you work different muscle groups, your body is always adjusting so that it is getting what it wants out of that day's workout. Sometimes it wants to take a muscle that's already been worked and it wants to work it more because it gets this feeling like, you know how when you get a massage and you're getting those good feelings, it's like, oh, I want more massage, right? So you are doing a certain move and you feel soreness from the previous workouts that you've done. Your body will actually go after more of that. And then once it hits its maximum, then the next workout you do, your muscles go, these muscles are fatigued. We're gonna shift over and try finding new muscle activation. So we're gonna shift your body in all of these moves you do and find new muscles to activate. And that's why you eventually get this incredible full body build, because your body is constantly shifting and adjusting to build you. We're really going at it today, aren't we? Let's go ahead and take a break. I wanted us all to get a little bit of a burn there. I wanted to distract you with my story. Let's go ahead and bounce a little bit higher here, and I want us to do some jumping jacks. If you're not doing jumping jacks with your feet, just keep your feet connected to the mat just like this. Otherwise, I want you hopping. You also have the option to do side steps, and then we're gonna do jumping jack arms as well, with one arm at a time or both arms at a time. So at the very most, I want you here, full extension, jumping jacks, pulling your elbows down through your back and then flat palms up to the sky in a very slow, steady motion so that you're pushing through the weight of the earth, the weights of the earth, the increased gravity against your muscles. And then we can also be right here. So long-term, consistent jumping will build you all the way around your entire body. Nothing will be missed. Let's go ahead and switch arms if you're doing one arm at a time. And it will be safe for you to be consistently jumping because your body shifts as needed. So you don't have to do like 2 to 3 times a week in a gym, for example, and take breaks because your body will. Perfect. Let's go ahead now and switch to side reaches. We're doing the full jumping jack side to side, or we're just doing one arm at a time, keeping the feet connected. So yeah, you don't have to take days off. You get to keep working and your body will shift and adjust. And this way, being consistent will get you faster results. So stay consistent, let your body build, and let's go ahead and switch. Let yourself get better and better at the skill of jumping instead, because it is a mind to muscle connection and a mind to momentum connection through your rebounder bounce. And when you start to really become one with your rebounder, perfect. Let's go ahead and switch now to the down reach jumping jack, extension through the triceps, through the deltoids and the biceps. So one arm at a time. Connected feet is just fine. Just like this, perfect. So yeah, and that's why we've said too in previous classes that every rebounder will give you a different experience, and what ends up happening is you could be really good on one rebounder. Let's go ahead and switch. And then you can get a new rebounder and notice that you get a whole new opportunity of progressive overload on your second rebounder. Having both rebounders at the same time can constantly keep your body guessing, because now you're on this workout machine and that workout machine having a completely different experience. Let's go ahead and put our hands on our waist and keep doing jumping jacks here. So now we're working a balancing move. You're also welcome to keep your feet connected. I want you to just hold firm in your arms. You're also welcome to, if you want to balance here without doing jumping jacks, just hold this pose here. Excellent. So yeah, jumping is just so much fun because there's so many opportunities. Let's go ahead and switch. Even if you just had one rebounder for the rest of your life, you still progressively overload because you get stronger and stronger. And not only are your muscles obviously getting stronger, but your joints are along for the ride. So you are getting joints of steel. And as your joints continue to strengthen, that's really why your muscles can strengthen, because your joints are the foundation, where your muscles are connecting and helping you to have that mobility in your muscles. So let's go ahead and let our arms relax. And then let's point our feet out. And for the last 30 seconds of this minute, keep bouncing and give ourselves a little glute squeeze. And just knowing that this whole workout is low impact and it's strengthening your joints can give you that sense of freedom moving into the next years of your life. Every day, it'll give you the freedom today because you're strengthening your joints today to live your best today. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Let's do some swimming strokes. And so whether we're doing one arm at a time or both arms, It's up to you. If we're doing both arms, I want you to cross over your handlebar and use your core to guide you. So when you're in this twist, it's very core heavy, and I want you to hold the core and feel how you're lengthening through your core. So if you're doing one arm at a time, cross one arm over and then stick with one arm, circles at a time. So we'll do 5 all together. Reaching up, crossing over, core focused. Perfect. Let's go 2 more. So reach back behind you, cross over and down. Last one. If you're doing both, just keep going at your desired pace. Let's go ahead and switch arms. Reach back behind you. Up we go. Perfect. Lots of flexibility and strength happening just by you being in the present moment and working on your flexibility. Your feet start to adjust, your posture adjusts. This is what happens as you keep practicing. Last one, you just become better. I don't even want to use the word better. You just change. Perfect. If you want to, let's do one last one. Let's do breaststroke. So you can do one arm breaststroke with me or both arms. So we're getting a nice hunch opportunity, stretching through the back. And then we push the water behind us. And then we reach underneath, flat palms up, a little crunch again in our upper back as we reach forward and bounce. So you need this coordination to be bouncing with your lower body and reaching forward. This is all lower body core momentum. And then you have your handlebar here helping you to stay balanced. And then if you're doing one arm at a time, let's go ahead and do one more reach. And switch hands. And now let's reach forward and out and back. Beautiful. Staying very calm in your breath and focusing on your strength in your mind to muscle. It's you and your body. It always is. You know what I mean? People love to lift heavy weights because it helps them to feel their mind to muscle connection. Let's go one more here. And so what we want to do when we're jumping instead is know that we are increasing gravity. Perfect. Let's go ahead and stand up and just let our spines align perfectly. And then let's go ahead and take a seat. We're already increasing gravity through the force of acceleration. So we're adding weight to our muscles. This is all we need to live a long, healthy, happy life. If we want more strength, because sometimes more strength is desired, then we just need to come in and we need to feel through each move we're doing, whether that's swimming or holding or reaching or lifting, we need to feel our flexibility and strength, right? All right, so we've all been sitting a little bit. Let's go ahead and switch to rocking, no bouncing. And when we do, I want us to feel that stretch through the waist and through the back. And I like to guide my hand back, look over my arm, let my head lean to the side, hold my handlebar nice and strong. More opportunity to feel flexibility and strength. So your core is working right now. Look at you leaning to the side. Your arm is working just by holding you upright. We're working. Let's bounce just a little bit. Excellent. And if you're familiar with sit bouncing and you want to take it from here, go ahead and do sit bouncing however you like for a few minutes. Otherwise, I like to not bounce and I like to just do my sit-ups. And sit-ups are great because you can do them any way you want. If you want to just do baby sit-ups, you're welcome. And you could do little lifts through your feet. You could do one leg at a time lifting or both legs. And then you could scoot forward and you could lower your hands and you could come all the way down, giving you the opportunity to practice your full sit-up from any position, like a laying down position. Incorporate your head and neck into this core strengthening sit-up. Keep your lips tight together. Keep your breath calm. Maintaining a light heat in the body. Perfect. And again, there's many different ways to do sit-ups. As long as you are building, you're having fun in the moment, activating your muscles, then you're doing exactly what you came here to do. We also can work more obliques by giving ourselves little crunch lifts side to side. So we can either lift one leg at a time or both legs and just lean and lift. And think of these obliques as strong muscles that guide you through your day. So you're here to strengthen them. So just a little lift. And at the very most, you could do a kick. You could do a full leg extension kick. So much fun. Perfect. Last 2 and 1. Let's go ahead and stand back up, because now I want to do standing, kicking without bouncing. But first we bounce to realign. And now we're going to just do no bouncing kicking. So you're welcome to turn to the side. You're also welcome to stay straight forward with your handlebar. And what I want us to do is kick forward and just give ourselves a little lift. Now, when we use our leg quad muscle to flex and lengthen through the leg, we activate more muscle, which means we increase more heart rate. So if you're tilting or if you're turned to the side and you can lift more, this just adds more activation. Now also feel the opportunity through your standing glutes. And then if you are looking for more intensity too, you can always add bouncing and just be kicking with the bouncing. But I'll tell you, when you're kicking with the bouncing, you do have that momentum. So you need to stay really focused on your mind to muscle connection, holding your core strong and working into deeper flexibility. Your heart rate will be going up, but it's just more coordination. All right, let's go ahead and do side to side. So we're just going to lean and lift our leg up. And again, if you flex the quad through the lift, pointing and lengthening, then you're getting lots of leg and glute activation and through the hips. And we've got this nice handlebar here to hold on to. And you're working all the way up through your obliques. And then at the very most, you could be adding bouncing. But I think it's harder to not bounce. So we're getting it the hard way, and it's fun. It's the fun way, really, though, because we don't have to lift up very high. All right, let's just do one more kicking back move, and then we're going to quick lay down. So just bounce it out here, realign, and then let's all go ahead and just lift our leg up and give ourselves a lower back glute crunch. And then return the foot and do the same on the other side. You're welcome to turn to the side and point that leg straight, activating quad muscle, and switch. And then gives you a core opportunity, nice strong core, working your balance and your legs. I suppose you could test your balance by letting go of your handlebar, but there's no need to do that because you're already working all of your muscles here. All right, perfect. Let's go ahead and bounce, realign. Right before we go down to a lay bounce, let's do a quick bottoms up. So we're going to guide our hands down our handlebar, and we're going to put one hand on the rim of the rebounder and keep one hand up on the handlebar, or drop both hands onto the rim of your rebounder. If this still is too hard for you, you are welcome to, well, if you felt safe, you could hold both hands on your handlebar, but I think what might feel better would be to have your rebounder next to something like a couch, so that you could put your forearms or your hands on the arm of the couch or a chair or a stool, so that you're just elevated more, and then you can bounce just like this and loosen up your back. Also, we want you though to be getting into the backs of your legs. Perfect. And we'll just get some bobs in, and then imagine all that stretching happening in your body. And then you can shift your weight in, out, underneath your feet. Easy. You could come up on the balls of one of your feet and then switch. And then you can point your feet outward and then point your feet inward. And then lift your toes and then come back up. And just relax. And then what we also can do is a deep squat. So if you feel comfortable doing this, it's a very deep move where we squat down and we just can get into a nice squat here, a very healthy position to practice. So I want us to practice today. We've got our handlebar. Now you can modify this move as needed. If you want to come down and flatten your feet, and you can rock forward into your feet and rock into your ankles, that's great. And if you just come down enough and you find that that's enough and you pop back up, then we're good to go. Just working into your hip flexibility as much as you can. And you can spread your knees open a little bit more and then come back up and bounce. If you want to stay down here and just slide right down into a lay down, that's fine too. Otherwise, we can step off of our rebounders, and we can also make sure that we have our pillow, and then we're gonna end class laying down. If you want, class is just about over here. We've got about 15 seconds. I did talk for the first minute of class, so we could potentially go just one extra minute. So right now you have the option of doing some ab work with me, whether you're doing toe touches, or you can do leg swimming, or you can bounce. And we like you practicing your bouncing so that you're getting your reps in, and you're also potentially getting yourself to be bouncing, because you may not be here bouncing yet, but you'll be surprised. With just a few practices, you'll get it, and your rebounder will do most of the work. And then you can flatten your back, pull that belly button in, potentially incorporate your neck and chin so that you can strengthen your neck and face muscles. And then you can always put your hands behind your head and work your core. You also have the option of just going into a full relaxation with your legs against your handlebar and inverting, bringing all the health benefits that inverting has to offer. They say inversions are just, I need to get the list out again of all the health benefits. One of the main benefits I read was that it aligns your hips. Jumping definitely aligns your hips, but inverting also aligns your hips. So I think just the idea of having your back flat on, it's nice to have the flexible surface rather than the floor or like a hard surface. So I like us being up on our rebounders, but just having our backs in this position with our legs up, it helps our hips to settle and to align. So very good. You can always shift your body so that your feet or your hips are more aligned by having your handlebar directly behind your legs versus to the side, as long as you have that nice pillow. And then inverting is a phenomenal way to finish your class, and then you could potentially go into a meditation as well. If you're more interested right now in getting more ab training and you've got the energy for it, keep bouncing and keep working your abs, okay? So abs or inversion for a little bit longer. Just rest and relax your mind. Give yourself that opportunity to focus on your calm breath and to rock your abs if you desire. And then you will complete the class on your own trophy note. All right, thank you so much for being here. I'll see you tomorrow. Give the video a like if you liked this workout. And I've got my sunflowers here. You're welcome to throw a sunflower in the comment section. You're also welcome to throw a black emoji in the comment section. I'll let you go so you can get on with your meditation. Have a fantastic rest of your day. See you very soon. Bye-bye.